So, like I said, right, it is these candles are the footprints of people, right? It is basically the action of buying and selling that creates these stuffs here, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
it is no different than someone that is walking on a very sandy place, right? That leaves a footprint of where they have walked, right? That is just the basic definition, right? Of someone walking in a sandy beach. If you're walking in a sandy beach, you see the footprints of okay,
Or someone
people.
where you've gone past.
Yeah, you understand. So
Yeah.
this is what I would like sort of want you to know, right? That prices, right, leaves footprints, right? So that is one of the first philosophy I would want you to know. And then secondly, right,
Yeah.
if um if we can see the footprints of people on a sandy beach, right, it basically means that
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
can we
Yeah.
can also know like we can also know like sort of the exact place where they stamp their foot while walking, right? We will know if they walk if they were walking straight, or if they walk
Yeah.
straight, did like this, or if they walk straight,
Yeah.
took left, or walk straight, took right. You understand? So, and to
Yeah.
actually sort of know something like that, you would follow, they say follow the trail, something like follow the trail to actually see something, right? So I want to use that analogy, right, to explain a philosophy that I would want you to hold on to, right? So
Yeah.
if 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 we go to the shopping mall, right, and we want to buy something, right, what we usually check is we could buy something, or we could check the price of something before we buy something at the shopping mall, right? Or or the price would already be written on the shelf, right? So for everything that we want to buy, and for everything that we ever want to buy in this world, there is
Yeah.
price for everything.
There is. Yeah.
There is price for everything. Even human beings have their own prices. Like there are people that they will be like, "What's your price?" Right? And the price is always right. Right? The price is always right.
Yeah.
Right? So if
Absolutely.
for someone that be like maybe something they'll be like, okay, mention your price. And once someone mention their price, they could be paid that price, and then everything can like sort of go on. If there is, and for you can't at the mall, right? If a crate of egg is selling for £1.30, right? And you take
Yeah.
the crate of egg, and then you go to the counter, right? At that one point,
Yeah.
£1 30, they wouldn't sell you the egg for like £2 30. They will still sell you
At
the
all.
crate of the egg at £1 30,
Yeah.
because that is the price.
Yeah.
And you confirm the price at the shelf, right? Something like that. So that is one thing, right? So on each of like I said, this is SpaceX, right? And I've been following it since the IPO, right? And since price says what is true, if we use the analogy of the price is right, right?
Yeah.
That means we should sort of pay very close attention to price because without
Okay.
price, you just can't go to the shop mall and buy anything. Even if you're buying, it has to, there's price on it, right? So that is one thing, right? So for I don't know how knowledgeable that you've been on candlestick, but let me just explain the outside psychology and the outside philosophy before we get into um further things, right? So for each of the for each
Yeah.
of this red and green stuffs here, one,
Yeah.
they are the footsteps of what people have done or from the action of buying and selling, right?
Yeah.
And then of these of these candlesticks, right, where we pay attention to is the print that the price has done or the price has actually shown us, right? So what we pay
Yeah.
attention to is the price, right? The print,
Yeah.
rather, the print. So let's say this is called a candle. All these are called candlesticks. I'm sure you've known, right? So all these are
Yeah.
called candlesticks, right? But what we or a trader should be focused on is the print, is the price that a candle is depicting.
Okay.
You don't pay attention to the body of the candles. What you pay attention to are the prices. And if you want to check the prices, how we check the prices is remember, okay, I've not told you this is on a daily time frame. So for our analysis, God, God created
Yeah.
from the Bible. If if I quickly run through the Bible and let me
Yeah.
God used 7 days to create the earth, right? And for each day,
Yeah.
he created something. And for each day, he created something, right? And
Yeah.
for every day, he created something, right? So if for
Yeah.
every day God created something, it means that for each day, that every day is important for a human or like for creation, right? Something like that, right? So for
Yeah.
every analysis that we are doing, right, or for everything that we want to do, right, we have to pay attention to the prices as well and the day as well, because the outside environment is no different from the market environment. It is the same thing.
Okay.
If there is price outside at the mall, there is still the same price in the financial market as well. It is no difference. It is the same thing.
Yeah.
That is why for someone that is why the market is a mirror of whom we are.
Okay.
If I am a greedy person, right? Real, like if I am an impatient person, if I come to the market, I am still going to be the same.
Yeah. 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 That's true.
If I can't hold on
That's
outside
true.
outside of the market, if I come to the outside, like on the normal life environment, if I come to the market, I am still going to be the same because it will still show me whom I am, right? So for 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 every decision that we have to make,
Yeah.
for every analysis that we have to do, it has to be done on on a day, which means that for every analysis that we're doing, we need a full we need a full analysis of what happened during a day. Let me try to can you I don't know if this is kind of doing can you hear me, Anu? clearly?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everything is clear.
Okay. So for everything that we're doing and for every analysis that we're doing, we still have to pay attention to the days, right? We still have
Okay.
to pay attention to the days because God did not create God did not create the earth in the stars, the moon, the land, the trees, the this thing in like this. He took the days. After
Yeah,
a day, he saw that what he did was good. And then he went to the second day. He saw that what he did was good.
yeah,
Then he went to the third day. He saw that what he did was good. He went to the fourth day. He saw that what he did was good. He went to the fifth day. He saw that what he did was good. He went to the sixth day. He saw that what he did was good. And then he rested on the seventh day. So I would
yeah.
also always want you to see and to sort of relate the analogy of the financial market with the creation of humans as well. It has a biblical sort of uh, 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 it has sort of a biblical union as well. Because if you come to the market, right, it is not your will. Your will is not what is being done. It is the will of whoever. It is let that will be done. It is not your will,
Yeah.
right? So it is let
Yes.
that will be done, which if that will has to be done, you have to you have to, one, make your analysis following day, right?
Yeah.
Respecting prices, respecting what is real, respecting what is natural,
Yeah. So when you
right?
say like respecting what is the following the prices for the day, yeah, is there a particular um level like support it gets to, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
from
yeah.
there it gets to a new resistance?
Yeah. That's what I'll get into, right? But I first still
Okay.
wish to like sort of clear you like so that like you could have like the whole scope of what I'm
What
about
is going on?
saying. You understand? So I would
Yeah.
want you to like always relate everything that I have said, right? Because it will still go hand in hand with the subsequent things that I'll have to say, right?
Say. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So, like I said, these are full stamps of the buyers and the sellers, right? And for every day, we need a full, we need a full uh, analysis or print of what the market has done, right? So, and like I was saying in prices, right? And I also said together that the candles, like these are the candles that they don't really matter to you. What really matters to you, right, are the prices,
Yeah.
right? And for every day, this is a daily candle. For every day, right, the market shows you the low price and the high price.
Yeah.
And for every low and the high prices, we have to know that this is what we're going to, this is what, okay, let me just say, this is what we are going to know, this is what we are going to pay attention to, that for every day, right, there is a low price, which is an evidence of where during that day, where the market
It's
touched.
about the growth of the company by the day. So the
Yeah,
price
yeah,
changes.
yeah, something like that. Yeah. So where the lowest price the lowest price the company went to at that day,
Yeah.
right? And the highest price that the company went to at that day as well,
So does it mean
right?
we'll have to follow the news of the company because that is what influences the market price as well?
No, for a technical trader, you don't actually have to follow the news like that because Everything that is in the
Okay.
news is already reflected on the price that is on the chart,
Okay.
right? So, and the horizontal line, right, is one of the most, like,
Mm,
the horizontal line is one of the most useful tool for a technical trader,
yeah.
right? So for every day, right, if I
Which is
choose,
this yellow line?
yeah, which is this line, like if you, which is this line here,
Yes. Okay.
yeah, right? So for every day, right, let's say this is Tuesday, right? And I wish on this Tuesday candlestick, on this Tuesday candlestick, right?
Yeah.
I can see clearly, clearly, I can see the low price, the lowest price that where this market came to, where this at this day, the lowest price where SpaceX came to, which you understand what I mean, which is at 1.0690. Can you see? I would want you to always look there
Okay.
because at this side of the chart, right, is the price.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say I've got my horizontal line. The horizontal line, the two bar is at this right hand side of the trading view, right? So, and let's say I take my horizontal line, and this is the previous day, right? This is the previous
Yeah.
day. What I have to do is I am going to represent with a horizontal line. I am going to represent the lowest price. I am going to represent the lowest price that the price came to
Okay.
with a horizontal line, and I am going to name it my support one. That's my
Okay.
first. Remember what I did was on the price,
Yeah.
correct? Do you understand what I mean? And this is on the
Yeah.
daily time frame. And then on that same price, there is a high price. On that same candle, there is a high price. I will take another horizontal line and I'm still going to place it above. And that I can name my resistance one. Now, I want you to look at something, right? Remember, I told you to look at this place as well, the right hand side.
The prices. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you call the prices for me?
107.07 as
Can you
the
call,
support.
yeah, can you call this one for me?
Resistance is
Yeah.
118.08.
Can you see a psychological thing on the prices? This is 08, this is 07. You understand?
Yeah.
So I want you to know that price acts as support and resistances. When the algorithms want to, like, if they are putting data on the algorithms, like the institutions are putting data on the algorithms to do or to execute a trade, right? What they are putting, where they are putting all those prices, where the algorithms work are on prices. They don't work on random number. They don't work on random support and resistances. What and where they work at are on specific psychological price numbers. They just don't work on random numbers.
Mm.
You understand? So for anyone can actually uh be like, for anyone could be like the trade support and resistance, or they can match support and resistances at anywhere. But you can't just draw a random line and you call it this is resistance or this is support.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So let me reiterate what I have said previously. So what I am saying previously is
Why
one,
can they not draw a random line?
because the market does not respect random lines.
Okay.
Everything is data.
Are these data input in the market by
Mhm.
this company themselves, or it's just traders that, like we said, like it's the footprint of traders?
Yeah.
Is this planned? Is this normal trade, or the company are the one making it happen this way?
The companies does make it happen this way, and the algo, because for the algos it is humans that operate the algos,
Okay.
right? It is humans that operate the algos. So the same thing that the humans put into the algo, that is what it's going to execute,
Okay, let me
right?
let me ask a question. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll say that means these humans, they see the trade people place.
Yeah,
Because I
I
think
was.
I've seen a video where they say all these traders, I say traders, all this company that handle um whatever the company IT people and stuff, they see the trade, the bets like that people put. I think all
Yeah.
this platform give them the opportunity to see what people are betting on their company. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, basically. I feel
So
at some extent, at some extent, right? I feel that is true to some extent. And secondly, like, and I feel like for when those kind of things happen is when someone could actually place stop losses at obvious levels, right? If people place stop losses at obvious levels, right, basically the market loves money and it will definitely come there like to take the money. So I feel like if there are places where it is very, very obvious to the eyes and to everyone that this is an obvious place where people can buy and put their stop loss, right? Or sell and put their stop loss. They will definitely come there and take, and yeah, they will come there because there will be a flood of like orders that are there. So and basically
they
the
make it not happen.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
And
what I
so
mean.
yeah, so basically it's to an extent it will happen. All
So
right.
that was the reason I was gonna ask, like, so they influence the candlestick as well,
They do influence the
these
candlestick.
companies.
They do influence the candlesticks, and our action also influence the candlestick as well. So in a candlestick, this candlestick is a daily time frame, right? This is what happened in a day. This is what happens in a day. All these are what happens in days, right? So
Yeah,
both the general activities of both the retail traders, the institutions, and everyone else. It's just on one candle, all right? So
yeah,
you could see the facts and you could see uh, the importance of a daily candle. You understand? Because it's just like you are synthesizing everything, right? To
yeah.
sort of now make your analysis. So that is why I said I talked about price because you have to know that prices are so significant. Prices are significant. If you know about Jesse Livermore, you could read about him after the class. He is one of the top traders in the United States. He traded since the 18 something, even through the 1900s, the 1920s, right? Reading his book, he talked about 20s, 30s, 50s, 60s, 70s, in
Yeah.
the hundreds,
Okay.
50s, 20s, 10s. All those prices are psychological to the market. They are not just random numbers. They are key
10,
psychological
20s.
10, 20s, 50s, hundreds, zeros.
Yeah,
You understand? They are
yeah.
key price levels, all right? And you have to pay attention to them, right? So they can act as support and resistances.
So those little 10 and 20s.
They are so important. Trust me. Tens can hold support for a whole year. 10, like 10 can hold
Like
support
let's
for
say
a
107. Yeah.
yes. Yeah, just
0.10. So that 10.
yeah, not just 10, like just like it is here, 1.107.07. Can it's a psychological number. Look at it. 107.07.
Yeah. What is your psychological number?
Because computers respect it. It's a cycle and traders
Let
trade.
me Google it. I want to check what the psychological numbers are being shared. Let me see.
It is so important that you have to like pay attention to them.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know. So if you look at the resistance, you could see 118.08. It just didn't appear. These are prices,
Okay.
right? So you could read about the psychological numbers, right? So this is actually where like you'll be like, okay, you sort of when you place your support, when you place your resistances on the daily high and the daily low, that is the exact place to get your support and resistances, right? And then for the next day, if the price keeps on breaking above the high, the resistances, that means you're bullish.
Yeah.
And if the price start breaking the low of of the support, that means you're bearish.
Yeah. Mm.
Do you understand why
So,
I just
yeah.
okay, so ask your question.
I was gonna ask like when it becomes bearish, what could cause it? But we understand like there are a lot of market factors that could lead into it. Could be something like a change of director or one thing happened in the company and it
Yeah,
became bearish for that day.
yeah,
And just
yeah,
as the bullish could be like a good news or potential new investments coming into the company
yeah,
or partnership or whatever it is,
yeah,
could be new developments. So
yeah.
yeah, it was just that question I was gonna ask. But
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. So fundamentals are good, right? Fundamentals is like actually knowing about the knowledge of what the company is, the earnings of the company, um, how good the company is, the net ratio, and all that good stuff, right? But I would want you to know something as a technical trader. So, as a technical trader, I would want you to believe this religiously, just like you believe in
yeah,
God, right? I want you to
yeah,
believe this and believe that all information and all knowledge that is any place in the world is already on the chart.
okay,
It's already reflected on the price. The price,
yeah,
not on the chart, but on the price that on the chart. It is a general, it is one thing that you have to believe. If they say uh sort of God created man or God is love and all those things that you have to believe that is of true. That is what you have to
yeah,
believe also.
yeah.
You
So
understand?
you're
So
saying like ba- basically, yeah, like even if it's the what is it called fundamental analysis or whatever, yeah, it's all represented in the chart already. Like things like that has happened before, and that was the reaction of the market is reflecting on the chart from what had happened before.
not what has happened before, like the present thing that is going to happen is already
Yeah,
reflected on the price of that day. So, but on what has happened, right? The price is still going to tell you for what has happened previously.
yeah,
If it has happened, right? If it has happened previously, and when okay, let me show you an example of to answer your question. I have to answer the question. So let's use Nasdaq for an example. And let's say at this price, we have got something like that, and then we name it just like we said. After this, I'm still going to go back. So you could see that the price have respected this price, this price level have respected price previously in 2025, right? And when this price came down in 2026, March, it still respected it. So it has memory. So this price that is 22801.08 has a memory.
Okay. Has a memory, or it was the company that didn't make it go below that?
It was, it was, I wouldn't say it was the company. I would want you to forget about the company and like forget what company does.
Okay.
They don't like, yes, they have an like they could actually influence, right, unless they are doing an inside trading. But the market has
They
integrity
do an
that
inside trading, to be honest.
yeah, they do. They do an inside trading, but the market actually has integrity. Like you wouldn't like start doing something that is wrong.
Hmm. I
You
don't know how
understand?
to put this into words. Yeah. It, let me think from a different angle as well. Like, because low key, yeah, if you're a trader, yeah, if the
Yeah.
market got memory, yeah, and this company is doing shit, they're not doing anything good. Let's say like Ethereum hasn't been that it didn't move with Bitcoin and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's say a
Yeah.
bad project. Yeah,
Yes.
a project is bad. Even if that project has memory of the last bottom it got to, the
Yeah.
previous bottom in last year, if the
Yeah.
company performs bad, investors wouldn't want to put their money in a bad place. It's just
That's
like
right.
you're dating a girl that is not putting effort into the relationship. She's
That's right.
draining you of your mentality. She's draining you of everything. You wouldn't mind if the relationship collapsed.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'm in for that.
yeah, because because you're the one investing everything into the relationship.
Yes.
So if a company is performing really bad and the market has memory, traders wouldn't mind allowing this chart to collapse completely. Everyone is just going to sell out.
Yeah. Everyone is
So
just gonna.
that is why I think there is an inside trade that these people, there is an inside trade that they do to hold that bottom.
Yeah, they do. That's correct. You're very correct. They hold the bottom. That's
They
correct.
hold it themselves because this is the
Yeah.
reputation of the company or whatever.
Yeah. That's correct. That's correct.
So
You're very correct.
that is where I believe that there is an inside trade. So I'm not thinking there that it's traders that believe in a project. If you're selling something, you have to make people believe in what you're selling.
Yeah.
If you
Correct.
don't believe in what you're selling, I can't believe in putting my money into it. So they
Correct.
hold this bottom. I don't feel like I will help person hold their business if they're not trying to hold their business themselves.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Correct.
go to a business that someone is trying to do well for themselves. So
Correct.
that's what I
Correct.
think about this place. So I'm thinking, is the market respecting that? Is the memory respecting it, or is the company inside trading to keep this bottom before the next big thing happens in the company?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah,
That is why that you have to believe in the invisible thing, in the invisible hand.
yeah,
Yeah, you have to believe in the invisible hand because the invisible hand, you don't know, right? You don't know.
yeah,
The invisible hand could do something that there is what Jesse Livermore talked about. He said, like, you have to be prepared for you have to, I'm trying to get this on his exact words, like,
yeah,
you have to be prepared for the unprecedented and like the unimaginable, some things that are out of control like that is naturally. You understand? Like
Yeah.
the unimaginable, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So basically, of course, of course, if there are buyers that came to support, if there are buyers that are from the company that came to support price previously here when it acted as a support, right? If
Yeah.
it comes again, those people that previously supported it here are still going to come at that same price and hold it again,
Who are these
right?
people?
They
So
are the
let's go to who are the
insiders.
people,
They
the
are the
insiders.
insiders.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is why you have to always implement what is called the if then statement. So
What
the
is the if? What is the if then?
so the if then statement is that first you are accepting that your actions have no control over the market. First, right? There is no amount of your buying and there is no amount of your selling that is going to break
Yeah.
the support at 22801.08.
Okay.
So what do? You do nothing. So what do you say? You say if price breaks 22801.08, then I sell, which means that you are accepting that you can't do anything. But from every supernatural something, from everything that happens, if price breaks, then you sell. You can't force it.
So
So
if it goes
basically,
below that, you sell.
you sell. So just like the price has been listed, just like the commandment has been, God gave us the commandment, right? You
Yeah.
have to always pay attention to your if then. There is this book I am reading, with the One Good Trade. The author is Mike Benefer. He's the owner of SMB Capital, right? He talks about
Yeah.
the if then that you have to like hold it as a commandment first because you have to accept that these are big boys that have enough money to hold support at any price they wish.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And your actions will not even move a price a peep. Your actions cannot even move price from 22 from 22 to 20, from 22 801 to like 22 843.74.
Yeah.
So what do? You wait. If price breaks, then I sell. For a buy, if price breaks, then I buy. That is it. That is what you have to always live with as a discretionary support and resistance trader. That is what you have to always live by. And
Okay.
that is accepting your human being that you have nothing, you can't influence it. So, but if you want to fight with it, if you want to fight with the prices that this support is must break, this support is going to break, how are you going to fight it? You don't even how there is
You
you
don't have
can't actually
the
you can't
capacity to do it.
yeah right.
Yeah.
So that is it. That is that is so if I'm saying that price has memory, right? It has memory of the people that came to defend the price previously here, right? Are still going to defend it when it comes again. And your actions, what do you do on your actions? You do nothing. The only thing you do is if price breaks, that is the only thing you do.
Yeah. Okay.
That is it.
Mm,
Right.
nice, nice.
So,
Th-
okay, you have to say something.
Now that was clear. It was clear.
Okay. So, like I'm saying, right,
Wait,
prices,
does that could I ask a question? Does that
yeah,
apply to the day trade as well? Like if it breaks below certain supports, do you sell?
no. Later we are going to, I am not going to, we are not going to come into doubt your, you
Okay.
understand? So, about putting into doubt your, we are not going to talk about doubt your now because maybe on in the afternoon, because that would be, it's,
Yeah, we need to take it bit by
yeah,
bit.
yeah. So, and uh, for if I want you to be like the kind of person that understand physical actions, that it's beyond humans, right? Something like when I started accepting technical analysis as it is when
Yeah,
I started trusting physics,
yeah,
right? Because in physics there is a law of cause and effect, right? And for every action,
yeah.
there must be a reaction, something like
There must
that.
be a reaction.
You
Absolutely.
understand? So, like, and for every action here, right? If that force does not, if you don't know the force that is going to act on any price, so depending on that force, when the force acts on it and it breaks, then that is when you have to just start. You don't have to, you are not the person generating the force, right? So that force will not have to deal with whatever it has to do, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so that is it. So let's go back to SpaceX.